Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it voice clear? Voice is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
The PPT is visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's start. Okay. Good afternoon, class. Myself Mukesh Kumar, and I will teach you the subject data communication and network. So before going into the subject, we will first discuss about the syllabus. So this is the syllabus, and which is categorized into 5 units, and each unit have 8 lectures. That means overall 40 lectures we have to complete the whole syllabus. And it is, I think, 4 lectures in week we have. So this is departmental elective, na? Okay. So how many students in the group? Hello? Hello? How many students in this group? So leave it. So this is first unit, the introduction to network and data communication, and in which we will discuss goal and application of networks, the internet, protocols and standards, layered tasks, OSI model, TCP/IP, addressing, line coding review, and these all are covered in unit 1 and will be completed in 8 lectures. And in unit 2, there is physical layer and data link layer we have to discuss. In the physical layer, transmission medium, guided and unguided, network topology design, and in data link layer, error detection and correction, framing, flow and error control protocol, noiseless channel, noisy channel protocol, HDLC, point-to-point protocol. In unit 2, we will cover. In unit 3, we will cover the multiple access. That means RANDO, CDMA, CSMA, CD, CSMA, CA, controlled access, channelization, wired LAN, IEEE standard Ethernet, fast Ethernet, gigabit Ethernet, wireless LAN, IEEE 802.11, standard Bluetooth IEEE 802.16 will be that these are covered in unit 3. And unit 4 we will discuss the network layer mainly. And in network layer, we will see the design issues, routing algorithm, congestion control algorithms, internetworking, TCP/IP, IP packet, IPv4, version 4 and version 6 protocol, IPv4 addresses, connecting devices, virtual LAN, IPv6 addresses. And in the last unit, there is transport layer protocol and application layer protocol. So in transport layer protocol, UDP and TCP, and ATM, cryptography, network security, session layer, design issues, and in application layer, file transfer, electronic mail, HTTP, www, SMTP, cryptography, network security. So this is our syllabus that will be covered during the subject, during the course. So the textbook is, we will differ is BA Faujon, data communication and networking. Whereas the reference book is S. Tannenbaum, computer networks, and data and computer networking by W. Stalling. So at the last para, there is course outcome. At the end of this course, we will demonstrate the ability to identify the issues and challenges in the architecture of a network. Second point, analyze and services the features of various protocols layer in data layer. Next point, demonstrate the knowledge of multiple access to design access techniques for particular application. Fourth one is realize protocol at different layers of a network hierarchy. And in fifth point and last, the recognition security issues in a network and various applications of application layer. So these are the course outcomes. So this is data communication and network. So first we will discuss what is data and which type of data is used in the data communication network. So in data communication, data generally is in digital form. That means digital data we will mainly use for data communication. In data communication, data communication is the process of transferring digital information between the two or more points. That is first point. First one is maybe the transmitter end, and second one is the receiver end, and the in between them is processing of all those informations various steps are in between the transmitter and receiver. For data communication to occur, the communicating devices must be a part of communication systems made up of combination of hardware and software. The effectiveness of a data communication system depends on four fundamental characteristics like delivery, accuracy, timeliness, and jitter. So these 4 points, these are the main characteristics of data communication system. So these all should be maintained only if we can say that our communication is success. Because in delivery, the delivery of the product should be at the predefined destination. मीन्स व्हाट कि डिलीवरी जो प्रोडक्ट का होगा तो वो इंफॉर्मेशन का जो डिलीवरी होगा तो वो जो प्री डिफाइंड एंड है वहीं पे होना चाहिए। ऐसा नहीं कि उसकी जगह कहीं और हम डिलीवर कर देंगे तो वो इफेक्टिव कम्युनिकेशन होगा, तो ये हमारा एरर वहां पे आ जाएगा। ठीक है, तो डिलीवरी जो होनी चाहिए वो अकॉर्डिंग टू आवर डेस्टिनेशन। So accuracy is also is another important point, and the data which are delivered should be accurate. That means the information is we have sent from the transmitter end, the same data we should receive at the transmitter end. That's after that it is we can say that it is accurate data. There is no any noise mixed in them. But we can say that in channel there must be noise, because our channel can't be noiseless, but it can be, it can be minimized. So minimum error must be there, should be there, but most of the data should be in intact form. So timeliness, it is another point that should be kept in mind. So it is must deliver data in timely manner. The data delivered late are useless. In the case of video and audio, timely delivery means delivering data as they are produced in the same order that they are produced and without significant delay. This is called as real-time transmission. So the last point is jitter. Jitter is basically the variation of packet arrival time. That means the packet, suppose in the from transmitter to receiver, one packet is delivered at the 10 nanosecond delay, 30 second packet at the 20 nanosecond delay, or third one is there at the 40 nanosecond delay. So these are the delay are different. So this should be avoided. Now, this is the uneven delay in the delivery of audio or video packets. So this is the main characteristics of the data communication system. Hello? Hello? Is it clear? Hello class?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
The next point is introduction to data communication. So previously we have seen the characteristics of the data communication. Now the introduction. So in data communication, the main 5 components are there. As we can see from the figure, first at the left hand side, there is sender. At the right hand side, there is receiver, and in between them is transmission medium. And the message is main important part of this component, and there must be some protocols. With the help of that protocols, the message will be delivered to the receiver end. So first is message. The message is information or data to be communicated. Popular form of information includes text, numbers, pictures, audio, and video. Can anyone say that in digital communication, what is bit? Do you know what is bit? Can anyone answer? What is bit? Do you know pixel or bit? Hello, what is bit? Hello, hello, hello.
Yes, sir.
Please respond now. I asked something.
So the most,
I asked something.
sir, it is
Then you
used
should.
for representing.
Yeah, you should reply. When I ask something, you should reply. Whether you know or don't know, because it is clear ना कि मुझे पता लग जाए कि हाँ आप मेरी आवाज आप तक जा रही है ना। तो यदि मैं कुछ पूछता हूँ तब उसका रेस्पॉन्स दीजिए जो भी है। तो व्हाट इज बिट?
The bit is the most basic unit of information in computing. Like in binary digit, the most basic, the most smallest, used to represent the most smallest quantity. It is known as bit.
Yeah, this is a binary digit. That means in digital communication, the communication occurs with the help of binary digit. That is 0 and 1. Only in the form of 0 and 1, the message will be transferred. And that will be converted with the help of various encoder, channel encoder, source encoder is there, and that will convert the message signal into bit. So the signal may be text in the form of text or numbers, pictures, audio, video, anything. Second part is sender. The sender is the device that sends the data message. It can be computer, workstation, telephone, handset, video camera, and so on. The sender may be a receiver. The receiver is the device that receives the message. It can be a computer, workstation, telephone, handset, television, and so on. And the transmission media, main important part is transmission media. It plays an important role in transferring the message from one end to another end. So the transmission medium is the physical path by which a message travels from sender to receiver. So some examples of transmission medium include twisted pair wire, coaxial wire, fiber optic cable, radio waves. These are important transmission mediums through which the data will be traveled. A protocol. Protocol is a set of rules that governs the data communications. It represents an agreement between the communicating devices. So this is the introduction to communication systems. Okay. So this is data representation. Data can be represented into with the help of text. So text includes combination of alphabets in a small as well as uppercase, lowercase as well as uppercase. It is stored in the pattern as a pattern of bits, means 0 1 0 1 1 0 anything, but in the form of bit. And the encoding system may be ASCII encoding system or Unicode system. The number includes combination of digits from 0 to 9, and it is also in the form of pattern of bits. The prevailing encoding systems may be ASCII code or Unicode. The image, a pixel. Pixel is the smallest elements of an image. So the pixel is also, we can represent it with the help of bits. To put it in the simple terms, a picture or image is a matrix of pixel elements. The pixels are represented in the form of bits. Depending on the type of image, each pixel would require different number of bits or bits to represent the value of pixel. The size of an image depending on the number of pixel, called resolution. Resolution is what? Number of pixel is called resolution. And the bit pattern used to indicate the value of each pixel. And we know the well-known image format is JPG, PNG, TIFF format, BMP format, etc. Audio, the data can be in the form of sounds which can be recorded and broadcast. Audio data is continuous, not discrete. Video refers to the broadcasting of the data in the form of picture or movie. So these are the data representation, and these types of data will act as the input of the data communication system. So next one is data flow. That means how the data flow from the transmitter into receiver end. So there are mainly three types of data flow system. First one is simplex, second one is half duplex, then full duplex. In simplex mode, the communication is unidirectional. We can see from the image that only data flow of data occurs from here main form to monitor. That means only in one direction data can flow. But in the half duplex, each station can transmit and receive data, but not at the same time. That means at the different times, at the different time interval, they can access transmitter or receiver. When one device is sending, the other can receive. That means what? At one time, one station works as transmitter, then second one acts as receiver, and vice versa. And in full duplex mode, both stations can transmit and receive simultaneously. And this is called full duplex mode. So this is the flow of data from one station to another station. Next one is network. The network is the interconnection of a set of devices capable of communication. So there are certain network criteria. The main of network criteria may be performance, reliability, and security. The performance can be measured in many ways, including the transit time and response. Performance depends on the time. That means if there is no delay, then we can say that the performance of the network is high. We can imagine from the 2G network and the current 5G or 4G network. In 2G network, there are delay. Our video is not opening at the time when we click. But in the 4G, as we click the video tape, it will there is no any buffer time, and it will start automatically. So performance may be measured in the terms of time, transit time or response time. Transit time is the amount of time required for the message to travel from one device to another device. Is transit time, and response time is time elapsed between inquiry and response. Whereas performance is evaluated by the two networking metrics throughput and delay. Throughput is measured by the frequency of failure. In addition to accuracy of the delivery, the network reliability is measured by the frequency. Reliability means what? When we send any data, we assure that our data will be our data will be transmitted to the receiver in the stipulated time, and the data will be in intact form. That means data will not lost. So this is the reliability of the system. Network security issue includes protecting data from unauthorized access, protecting data from damage and development. Nowadays, security is the main concern when we work on the digital platform. In many cases, we see that the bank transaction done without the permission of the account holder, or anything hacking may be one of the main difficulties in that security. So there are main part is performance, reliability, and security. These three words must fulfill, then only we can say that network is very suitable for use. Now the type of connection in the network. The type of connection may be point-to-point connection or multi-point connection. In first part, point-to-point connection, we can see that there are only two systems are there, and in which one acts as transmitter, another acts as receiver. Well, it provides a dedicated link between the two devices. The entire capacity of the link is reserved for transmission between only the two devices. Most point-to-point connections use an actual length of the wire or cable to connect the two ends. But other options such as microwave or satellite links are also possible. When we change television channels by infrared remote control, we are establishing the point-to-point connection between the remote control and the television's control system. In next, there is multi-point connection, in which we can see that we can see that more than two specific devices are shared a single link. Then it is multi-point. Multi-point environment capacity of the channel is shared either spatially or temporally. Spatially means what? This is space shared, and temporal means time shared. And if the several devices can use the link simultaneously, it is spatially shared. And if users must take turns, that means time is divided for time is shared between each station. And that will rotate. That will be according to the rotation wise. At a time, one server works and other will wait for that. And in a space shared or a spatial, the space is shared between all three destination, and all three destinations work simultaneously. Now the physical topology. The term physical topology refers to the way in which the network is laid out physically. Two or more devices connected to a link, two or more links forms a topology. And topology of a network is a geometrical representation of the relationship of all links and linking device. Topology includes mainly the rule regulation that defines how and when or where or what will be the certain criteria or rules that message or the sender or receiver end must have followed. This is topology. There are four basic topology. First one is mesh, star, bus, and ring topology. In mesh topology, we can see that every device has a dedicated point-to-point link. That means each node is connected to the other individual node. In the figure, there are 5 nodes present, and each node is connected to the other 4 nodes. The term dedicated means the channel carries traffic only between the two devices it connects. So we can see from here we have to find out the physical link. So if the number of nodes is n, then we can say that each node must be connected to the n-1 nodes. Each node must be connected to n-1 nodes. That means here there is 5 nodes, and each node connected to another node, and each node is connected to 4 another nodes. Each node is connected to the 4 different nodes. So we can say that if number of nodes is n, then it must be connected to the n-1 nodes. Yeah. And if the duplex mode of operation, if we perform the duplex mode of operation, then the link must be the link should be divided by 2, because each node works as transmitter and receiver at a simultaneously. So this is the mesh topology. In objective, there may be question from here, and and a question asked from you that if the number of nodes is that one and it operates in duplex mode, then what is the number of physical links? So you can easily find out from this. This is mesh topology. Next one is star topology. In a star topology, each device has a dedicated point-to-point link, only a central controller, usually a hub. We can see from a figure that is there is hub, and from the hub each individual nodes are connected. So the device are not directly linked to the one another. It is connected through the hub. But in case of mesh analysis, we have seen that each node is connected to the individual nodes. That is, each node is connected with the another node. But in the star topology, each node is connected to the hub, and unlike a mesh topology, a star topology does not allow direct traffic between the device. So the controller acts as an exchange. If one device wants to send data, suppose here from the image, one wants to transfer the data to the another, then it first have to contact with the hub, and then it sends data to the controller, that is hub, and then relay the data to the another connected node only. The star topology is less expensive than mesh topology, and each device needs only one link and one input-output port to connect it to the any number of others. This factor also makes it easy to install and reconfigure. So it is easy to install as compared to mesh topology. This is bus topology. The preceding examples all describes point-to-point connections. A bus topology, on the other hand, is multi-point. One long cable acts as a backbone to link all the devices in a network. As we can see from the figure, there is a backbone, that is cable, and on that cable, individual nodes are connected with the help of tap and drop line. Nodes are connected to the bus cable by drop lines and taps. Advantage of bus topology includes easy installation. And the last topology is ring topology. In ring topology, each device has dedicated point-to-point connection with only the two devices on either side of the it. We can see from the image where in ring topology, any one node connected to the only two nodes. Any of the node connected to only two nodes. A signal is passed along the ring in one direction from the device to device until it reaches its destination. Each device in the ring incorporates a repeater. Repeater is also there. And what is the function of repeater? Hello? Hello? Can anyone answer what is the function of repeater here? It generates the bit and prevents the data so that there will not any error in the information at the destination end, isn't it? This device receives a signal intended for another device, and its repeater regenerates the bit and passes them along. A ring is relatively easy to install and reconfigure. Each device is linked to only its immediate neighbor. So this is the four basic topology. Now, what is network? Network is the interconnection of a set of devices capable of communication. In this the definition, a device can be host or connecting device. If there is host, that may be a large computer, desktop, laptop, workstation, cellular phone, or security. And when it connecting device, such as router that connects network to another network, a switch which connects device together, a modem which changes the form of data, and so on. These devices in a network are connected using wired or wireless transmission media such as cable or air when we connect the two computers. So there are certain criteria which network criteria. A network must be able to meet certain criteria. The most important of them are performance, reliability, and security. I think it will be covered previously also. Yeah, network criteria we have previously covered it, so no need to go again. So thank you. Today we will stop here. In the next class, we will proceed forward from the network and protocol and its standards. Various standards we will discuss in the next class. Is it okay? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In the next class, we will discuss the network protocols and the standards, various standards of it. So we will stop here for today. What is the strength of our class? Only 19 students are present today.
Sir, roll number 9 present.
Wait. Okay. वन बाय वन आप ना, मैं आप नाम बुलाऊंगा, आप वन बाय वन आप हमें वीडियो ऑन करते हुए आप चलेंगे, ठीक है? 9 अभिषेक पांडे। अभिषेक
Yes, sir.
वीडियो ऑन करो भाई। वो आप अभिषेक पांडे।
Sir, roll number 9, sir, roll number 9.
Please come online video with video. Please come with video. See your face. मैं जब आपका नाम बुलाऊंगा, आप अपना वीडियो ऑन करके आप आगे चलें, वीडियो दिखाते चलें अपना। अभिषेक पांडे वीडियो ऑन करिए। अभिषेक, अभिषेक त्रिपाठी
Present, sir.
एक बार वीडियो ऑन कर लो। ओके, थैंक यू बच्चे। ओके, थैंक यू, इट्स ओके। अदिति सिंह,
Present, sir.
प्लीज कम ऑनलाइन विथ वीडियो।
Present, sir.
ओके, थैंक यू बच्चे। अमन,
Present, sir.
come online with video. Aman, come online.
Present, sir.
Okay, thank you. अनन्या शुक्ला,
Present, sir.
कम ऑनलाइन बच्चे विद वीडियो। मैं आपका नाम बुलाऊंगा, आप वीडियो के साथ एक बार आप आ जाओ। ठीक है, ओके, थैंक यू। ओके, थैंक यू। अंकिता मिश्रा, अंकिता मिश्रा, अंकिता, अन्नू सिंह,
Yes, sir. Present, sir.
अन्नू सिंह, ओके, थैंक यू बच्चे।
The roll number 22 is present, Ankita Mishra.
ओके। 25 अंशिका, अंशिका शर्मा, अंशिका शर्मा,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Present, sir.
कम ऑनलाइन विथ वीडियो। ओके, थैंक यू। 25, ओके, थैंक यू। 27 अनुष्का सिंह,
Yes, sir. Present, sir.
ओके, थैंक यू। अरुंधति,
Yes, sir. Present.
ओके बच्चे, थैंक यू। चित्रांशी,
Sir, present.
ओके। 50 फरहान,
Sir, 48 Deepshika. Sir, present.
48 दीपशिखा,
Yes, sir.
ओके, दीपशिखा फरहान, ठीक है। गरिमा, गरिमा पाठक,
Yes, sir. Present,
So 50, so 51 present.
51, ओके, ठीक है।
Sir, 52 present.
ओके,
Sir, 52 present.
ओके बच्चे, थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू। 53 गरिमा सिंह, 53, 53, 54, 53, 54,
The 54 present.
54 गौतम, ओके, थैंक यू बच्चे।
Yes.
ओके। आयुष, संकल्प,
सर 29 लगा दीजिए। 29
29 कहाँ है? आ जाओ ऑनलाइन। ओके,
सर 31 लगा दीजिए।
31 प्रेजेंट हो आयुष?
हाँ
ओके, ठीक है। एनीवन लेफ्ट?
Sir, 22 Ankita Mishra.
अच्छा, आपके टर्न पे कहाँ थे आप? मैंने कितनी बार बोला आप ऑन करके गायब
Sir, there is a
थे।
network issue.
नेटवर्क इशू तो बच्चे रहते ही हैं, कोई बात नहीं। और 22, ओके। एनीवन? I think completed, attendance completed for all. Okay, from the next class, if you have any query, then you can discuss with me, or you can go for the next topic. And once over through the internet protocol and its standards. Once go through the topic, then it will be easy for you to understand. It's okay? It's easier. Is there any problem in today's class? Is there
Sir?
any problem with
Sir,
today's class?
So you will share the notes on Google Classroom?
Yeah, I will share, no problem. I will share it.
Okay, sir. Thank you,
Is
sir.
any query?
No, sir.
Is any query from anyone? You can discuss me personally also at any time, no problem, regarding your subject. Is it okay? If everything is okay, then we can see in the mesh topology. Yeah, in mesh topology, if there are 16 nodes, then how much the number of link? With n is equal to 16. Okay, hello? Ask one thing, hello? Told me something. With number of link 16, number of nodes 16, then what will be the number of link with duplex mode of operation? Hello? Are you there?
Yes, sir. So 120.
How you have calculated it?
So because the formula is n into n minus 1 divided by 2. So we'll keep in the place of n, we will keep 16.
Do you
According to that
understand why n into n minus 1 by 2? Why is it? Why the formula is like this? Do you understand? Why the formula is like this one, n into n minus 1 by 2? Why? Because if there are n nodes, suppose here 5 nodes are there, and if it is connected to another node, then only 4 nodes are all there, excluding self, only 4 nodes, and there are only 4 connections with every link. There are only 4 connections are there with every nodes, only 4 connections there. Now that means there are 1 connections with itself, so it is not no of it is it has no use. It don't we have to bother about this. Only 4 connections are there with 5 links, with 5 nodes. Then if n nodes are there, then only connection n minus 1 connection should be there. No. And if we work in duplex mode, then it must be divided by 2. No. तो जितने से जैसे 5 लिंक होगा, 5 नोड्स होंगे तो वो 4 नोड्स से कनेक्टेड होंगे, इस तरह से वो काम होता है. जितने नोड्स हैं उतने डिफरेंट नोड से कनेक्टेड होगा, एक उसमें से माइनस कर दो, क्योंकि सेल्फ से तो वो कनेक्टेड है नहीं, अनदर से ही कनेक्टेड है, तो इसलिए एक छोड़ के वो n इंटू n minus 1 नोड से कनेक्टेड. लिंक कितने बनेंगे, तो डिवाइडेड बाय 2 करेंगे तो उसके डुप्लेक्स मोड के लिए लिंक आ जाएंगे हमारे पास. ठीक है, ओके, थैंक यू. You can leave